gosh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. I have and am so blessed to have and I say our, incredibly beautiful, for me, very in tune, enlightened Sue Tobin. For those of you who are new to me and here on YouTube, Sue, I don't even know where to start with Sue, but Sue just is one of my mentors and has walked this journey with me for the last few years. We've been to Egypt together in 2023. Sue holds a vibration, a space, a frequency of pure calmness and, for me, light and such compassion. So I invited Sue on here because I received this message from the Council of Eight to share what is going on for humanity. And as you know, for those of you again who've been here for a while, that I would just channel. And I thought, actually, no, Sue has the most, and you guys will see this and hear this, Sue has the most calming, beautiful, vibrational voice. And it is vibrational. It's kind of like, Sue, not that that's a good thing. You don't put us to sleep, but it's just so calming and soothing. So welcome, Sue. Here I am going off on a tangent already. Oh, funny.
The introduction, a wonderful way of introducing someone.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about your book, and then I thought, no, bring it back, and then talk about what we've done together already with Connect to Source. But here we are, and Sue, you really, really, really are such an incredible teacher, not only for myself but for others. And like I say, I just received this message, and I said to Sue, would you like to ask questions on behalf of humanity? Because I know she just feels so much and comes from a really beautiful, pure space of heart and wants to help continuously. So before I channel, would like you to share a little bit about your background, and because it's a beautiful journey and story, just so people have a little bit of a knowing of who you are and the walk that you've walked in this lifetime.
Gosh. Stories within stories. Someone called it a kaleidoscope of stories. Yes, I've been very fortunate. We're all in sufferings. Our life here is about sufferings. And I fully understand in depth about sufferings and how we have to go through this and why do we have to go through this. So my life started with my mother, who was quite psychotic, and she was quite difficult to live with. And it was just fortunate one day, she was fortunate in one way, that she was going to beat me up for something, nothing much. Anything she'd trigger off. But it was within those moments that she's chasing me that I have this experience of stillness, calmness, and love.
Hmm.
And as she's approaching me, I can feel it in her. I could see it in her. And that changed everything, because it was like, you can't explain some of these situations, but it was like a soul-to-soul connection. And from that, as I turned around to look at her and she's coming towards me rather to give me a clout, she just fizzled out. She just burnt out and stopped and said, oh, well, turned around and went back to the house. And so this moment of what I call the pause, which I keep repeating about the pause, the importance of the pause. To me, this is a part of the now that we find so hard sometimes to understand. what is this now? What is this now?
Mm-hmm.
But if we repeat these moments of the pause, we will connect to source.
Mm.
And as we connect, we will get the wisdom. And it only takes a moment. So the accumulation of the pauses, of the pause, 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 you will understand what it's like to be in the present time and what you will get from these moments. So this is where my life started, this is when I was about 8 years of age. And it accelerated into become a teenager. And then I got married, as you normally do in Wales. You expect to get married by the time you're 20. And I had 2 children and ended up having a divorce after 24 years. And I knew that there was a connection. But when you have a family life, you're really busy. A family life can be a difficult one, but it can also be a blessing. And I think it was Ram Dass that always said, if you want to be enlightened, just live with your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the chaos, the sufferings of everyone all in one place. If you can deal with that, you can deal with anything. And it doesn't mean to say people who don't have families don't go through sufferings. They have different sufferings.
Mm.
It's dependent on your karma, on how you deal with it, how you accept it or don't accept it. Because actually, they're all parts of grief, which we can talk about later on.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, life moves on. I get divorced. Um, Life is very difficult because I have to find 3 jobs to support 2 children who are not children then, they're teenagers. And they had to go through their traumas of, through a divorce. It's very difficult for everyone. Um, and yes, it was a difficult 3 years of working 70, 80 hours a week and looking after 2 children. Money-wise, it was very difficult. But we have these moments, we have these periods in time. We have to go through them. We're put in these situations. And for me, it's like stepping into your fear. Step into it, look at it, see what you can gain from it. There's always an opportunity to gain from your sufferings.
So, thank you for sharing up until this point, and I know that you have such an incredible journey to share with us. And this was part of what, I mean, already I just went into my parasympathetic. I felt myself take a big breath just listening to your voice, and again, just feeling this calmness that you share. You share it so eloquently, and Sue really has an incredible journey and story to share. But having said that about sufferings, my thought is for me to channel. And what
Mm-hmm.
about we ask the council about sufferings, or you ask? I know you'll ask what you need to ask. I know that you'll be guided and whatever comes through. So if you're okay with that, not to take away from your story, but this is how I think that it'll be great, because every time you're dropping these words, because I know that English can limit us, our language can limit us so much. But how would you feel about that, Sue, that I bring them through and then
Yes.
ask about sufferings and what does it mean, because there's also, I think, oh my gosh, there's so many questions that we can ask.
And I think it's good to do this because we've all got a story to tell. You're only
Mm-hmm.
listening to my story, and it might relate to your story or be similar. But I think it's good to stop with topics like sufferings because it's a huge subject. And we want to help others. We want others to benefit from this podcast of what is suffering's about, and who should we ask? Who should we ask is like the ascended masters. They walk this journey. They know what it's like.
Yeah.
And they can give us answers and guide us.
Yeah. Along the
So
way.
it's
And
wonderful. Thank you.
thank you for, joining me on this journey. And I just thought, how can we step more into being in service? And there was something that I was shown very clearly in Egypt when we went now in August, and it was very strongly said to me and put across, like it's time to be. And what does that even mean? Like I'm still feathering, I can't even get my words right, but feathering.
Leave you with that one.
Feathering? Damn it. Nah, I bet you people are going to be like, Michelle, this is what this is what happens. But anyway.
Working this out.
Working this out, exactly. Yeah, damn it, that doesn't sound right. Damn it. Okay, just give me the other version. But isn't that duality at the same time?
Yeah.
Which is so special. So I'm going to close my eyes, guys. And for those of you who are new to the Council of Eight and Ascended Masters, they are angelic beings of light who've once walked these earth planes. And they bring through different frequencies, they bring through different light codes and different sharings. They speak metaphorically, they speak symbolically, yet they are here to help us as humans. So that's why I've invited Sue to come and walk this journey, because she gets them. And when you hear more of Sue's journey and story, there will be more aha moments, I guarantee you. So stay with us, and I'm going to take a few moments, and Sue will ask what she's going to ask. This is completely
Unrehearsed.
Yeah. I was going to say random, but but yes, that. But I'll see you on the other side, okay? It is with absolute delight that we witness and watch and observe the energy flowing, observing how you are both gatekeepers, path witnesses. And as we share this with you, we reflect in what a path witness is. A path witness is those who are ready to share their stories. We know that humans ultimately vibe with one another when there are connections. So we are delighted in your offering of hearing what the sharings are about, beloved Sue. And we say thank you and welcome and thank you and welcome and thank you. And we know this is a time where humans are feeling the chaos of what once was. And the chaos of what once was is where we share with you openly, and we have disclosed this information before, that the vibration of the chaos started in the 1960s. It went back spiritually even into the 1940s, 1920s. And this is where this ultimatum was already starting. And it has gained momentum over time. It has gained momentum with not only disclosing what the gatekeepers, you, this one, many others that are here within their realms of their souls. So it is interesting that now is the time. It is interesting that now is the time. It is interesting that now is the time for more and more and more to awaken. And many are awakening. Many are choosing to walk different paths. Many are becoming their own witness, their own testament to their own stories. We know that this is a give and two and give, and backwards and forwards and backwards, and open and close and open. And we open with this wonderful connection of delight. Please go ahead, beloved Sue.
Thank you, Ascended Masters.
We thank you.
It's a privilege to be here. Yes, so sufferings. There are many, many sufferings at the moment. People are feeling it everywhere. People don't know what to do with these sufferings. They don't know why. They can't understand it. Why are we going through so many different types of sufferings around the world? Not only in Britain, in New Zealand, and it's everywhere. So why is there a need, if there is a need, for us to go through these sufferings?
We say to you, as the Ascended Masters, as the beings of light that we are, that it is not a need as such. It is a being in service to soul. This is what you have all chosen, to be here at this time, in this light, in this frequency. And many, 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 many have lived in the demonic times. And many do not like those specific words to be shared as demon, nicking, and demonicking, demonishing. It is all one of the same frequency, and it is a down bringer. These demonic times that once existed, and hence we spoke of the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 1960s, is where the frequency started to shift. It even goes back, may we say, into the 1800s and the 1700s, where there was this inner creation of diversification. Men are seen, 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 men are seen. And there was a lot of arsenic at that times in the wisdom of the tongue. This may not make sense to many that we are sharing this with you right now, yet we know that it makes sense to you. And when humans have their tongues cut out, when humans are hung, when humans are told that they are not worthy. And notice how we are not disclosing men, woman, woman, men. It is all one of the same to us. You are all one of the same, yet you are different sexes, different species. And when the tongues were cut out, when the hangings were happening, people were charred, people were burnt at the stake, were they not? And this is a time of revolution, yet at the same time it is a time of resolution. So yes, the sufferings of old, and please know that the soul, your soul, this one's soul, that in the interpretation of what is suffering, and notice how we are showing you with the hand right now, well, a suffering is being in a frequency of an emotion. Are we making sense?
Well, yes, perfect.
And we say to you that in this suffering of the emotion is where humans have been stuck for a very, 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 very long time. And in the in-tuning, in the re-vibration, in the recalibration of Earth, as Earth has called this, you are Earth, Earth as you. And we say to you that this is a time where the demonic structures, the structures of religion, is the falling down. Many felt down, many knelt down, many decided that they were going to bow down to many others. And we have said this many times, that it is a time where, even as you acknowledge us and we acknowledge you, it is a bowing. It is a motion of gifting to oneself. So these sufferings that humanity is in this year of we were about to fast forward into 2026, as 2026 is going to be, as we see it, more challenging. It will feel as if many of you cannot re-find who you truly are. And this is not a time in terms of being in fear. It is a time of reconnecting into your knowing. So sufferings is exactly that. It is a frequency, and many are retuning, many are revibrating within their recalibration of who and whom they are. The soul, your soul, has no understanding of suffering, yet humans have the understanding of suffering, do they not?
You do.
You have seen sufferings at the worst of the worst, may we say. You have seen how humans have been in a huge amount of pain. Yet humans stay in their sufferings, in their emotional pain. And it is now a time, it is now a frequency of upliftment. We hope this makes sense.
Thank you. So may I ask, that we are talking about changing vibrations,
Correct.
and if we look at how we think, what our actions are, if they are good thoughts, good actions, then the vibration is good. And if it's changeable, where it's moving into doubt, anger, fear, that is not helping us because the vibration changes.
Correct.
So if we keep with the good thoughts, good actions, mindfulness, and love, share one another love, we will move forward with good vibrations.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yet this is the learning, and you have said it in ways that humans understand it to be true. Yet where the confusion lies is where there are many lies that are being served to you all.
Mm-hmm.
And many humans are having these aha moments, and we have disclosed this information before, where we have said, do not believe everything to be true. Your eyes are the ones that have been told that they are the windows to the soul, and we say, Your hearts are your knowing. Your hearts are your reverence. Your hearts are your connections to one another. We find it interesting as humans that you have tears. Tears of sadness, tears of joy, tears of happiness, tears of heaviness. So yes, in your thoughts, yet in your belief systems, as it is a vast system of what is it that you are believing. And in the vibration of connection, in the heart-to-heart vibration, we love how you ended off with the version of love. It is a version of love, as many are trying to find out what is love, what is love. Many have said to us at times, well, how is it that you are not interfering as the beings of light that you are? And we say, well, it is not up to us to interfere in your blueprint of who you are. You all hold reverence. You all hold grace. You are source. You are the miracles. You are the stardust that have come into fruition. You have chosen the bodies. You have chosen the journeys that you have chosen. Yet many have still felt and are feeling that when will this get better? When will this get better? Well, it starts with the I, does it not?
Mm-hmm.
Hence we talk about the heart frequency, the resonance of heart. And many are learning that there is no separation, yet humanity for many, many, many centuries has created separation, man, woman, woman, man. And it is as if you have had guns to your heads for far too long. It is a vast separation. If we were to say, well, we are going to take her thumb and we are going to interconnect her thumb with her smaller finger, well, unless you have the longest thumb and little finger, then you can create a spiral. Yet if we were to say that in the togetherness of who you are, which is the connection, yet there is a frequency and a vibration of hatred amongst many of you. Hence this one felt the calling to share the wisdom on a deeper level. When one is in service, one is in a vibration of calm. One is in a vibration of, I see, therefore I am. Miraculous, you all are. Yet at the same time, many who are noticing these waves of change, as they are waves of change, it most certainly does, beloved Sue. It begins with the I. I am in service to self, to source. We hope this makes sense.
Thank you for that. It was very enlightening.
We say thank you.
So yes, can you explain in a lay person's way, if possible, what is wisdom?
Ha ha ha. Ah, you are so wise. That is it. Wisdom is when one is in tune to wisdom of nature. Think of it like this. You have asked for layman's terms. Well, every follicle on your set of your head, notice how we said that, on the set of your head, it is set. Your hair grows individually, yet they grow together. We find it fascinating that when one is on a journey of cancer and one has the frequency of bringing change to their cellular system, as you are able to bring change to your cellular system, and this is part of the wisdom that we are tapping into right now, sharing with you right now, that when humans are ingesting the vibration of the medicine that is given to them to break down their free radicals, and isn't it interesting how their hair is what falls out? And yet your body is able to regain trust. Wisdom is about trust. Wisdom is exactly you and this one showing up for one another. You trust one another. And it is a journey of long standing. It is a journey that you had chosen before you came in to this form. Your soul has a knowing that is way interconnected with everything and everyone. So again, we use the version of how many are feeling the uncertainty. And we are delivering the message again of free radicals. Even in those words, are you radically different? Are you free in your freedom of your wisdom? Not being caught into the hooks of what so many are being told. We are not here to tell you what life is about. We are here to share. And many will go, aha, and many will say, aha. We will ponder. It is interesting how you and this one spoke about planting seeds earlier on. Well, it is that simple. Whether you are choosing on this journey of life or choosing in this journey of life. Do you hear the difference, beloved Sue?
Yes, I do.
You are walking a journey together. Humans walk journeys together. They plant seeds for one another. Yet humans are still taking humans personally. Humans want to hold humans to ransom. And yes, we do laugh. Many have said to us, how is it possible that these angelic beings of life have humor. And we say, well, how is it possible that we do not? As humans, hold humans to ransom in their words, in their thoughts. Yet you hold yourselves captivated, not captive. You are welcome to hold yourselves captive. Yet you hold yourselves captivated. When one is captivated, one is in awe of the other's wisdoms. Yet, what is so profound for us is how many of you do not know each other's stories. This one yesterday was hanging out and spending time with a remarkable human being, and we have shared this with this remarkable human being many times, yet she is in the vibration at times of her own self-doubt. And they hung out afterwards and spoke to each other as glorious super souls that they are. And the other one did not know so much of this one's journey. And when humans hear each other's stories, there is a connection in the story. Think of it like this: a stray hair comes out of the head and it is being blown in the wind, and then it catches onto a tree, or it catches onto a branch, or it falls onto a carpet, wherever you are. And that hair has a story, does it not? One single strand. You are all strands looking. You are all waving in the wind. And then you catch one another. And as you catch one another, you hook in. And you walk with each other on each other's journeys. And then you decide, aha, we are now free from that individual story. Are we making sense, beloved Sue?
You are, thank you. So going back to the stories, we all have a story to tell.
Amen to that, yes.
So wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody could tell their story? We could
Correct.
share our stories. We could walk
Correct.
together.
Correct.
We would empathize. We would share love between us,
Correct.
support one another.
Correct.
How would we do this in this world where even writing your own story becomes really difficult, if you want to look at it as being difficult, challenging, a learning? Unless you fit into the criteria, it's very difficult to get your story published. Yet I would love to hear everyone else's story, what they had to share from their sufferings, from their learnings.
We are smiling right now as we find this a fascinating twist in your fate of who you are. And we are aware that in your own journey that, yes, it has been up, down, up, spike, 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 stab, 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 stab. And we say to you that this is part of the clarification process, that it is vital that you are ready to share your story. We know that we have called you out at times, and many would say, and we are consciously aware that you are not here to uphold us in the light that we are, yet you are. As we uphold you in the light that you are, hence your story has a vibration. How many times has this one said to you, wow, wow, I'm in awe of your walk in this lifetime? And you have said, really? Yet at the same time, this is part of the journey of you. It has taken you into sufferings, and now your book is now revered. We would not have said to you many moons ago, please put your journey out there, your story out there is needed to be heard. And you have done many shuffles, you have done many jives, you have done many waltzes with the journey of your book, have you not?
Yes, for
And
dancers.
now,
Yes.
correct. And now we're using the words of the different dances as now you're in the ballroom and now you are gliding And as you are gliding, change is happening for you. So to answer your question, we say yes, ask questions around each other's stories, around each other's journeys. Humans, as we see it, often, many times, truly do not feel heard. They hurt in their stories, they hurt in their isolation, they hurt in their aloneness, yet they are not listening. When one truly is in listening, when one truly is hearing the vibration, feeling, connecting into the vibration of what is being presented, there is a difference in the frequency.
Thank you. This is something I have learned myself to an extent. Listening is a skill.
Correct.
And within that skill, we can really hear what that person has to say, what they feel.
Correct.
Then we connect soul to soul, soul to source. So listening is a wonderful skill.
And it is important, as many that are blind only sense. They are only able to sense, not what they see, but what they feel. And many even are projecting onto others in their own disclosures of what they are feeling. And yes, humans have defense mechanisms. Well, those defense mechanisms will continuously be shared. And we are showing you that they come from out there. And out there is part of the connection to the old. And then you come into this free form of who you are. And the learning is when one is soul to soul, when one is in connection, when one is in service, one hears and lets go. One hears and lets go. One is here in the connection of one, connection of divine, connection of source. And we would like to end it there today, beloved Sue, as we say thank you. And here is a divine connection, a divine reconnection. All is in divine source, knowing, truth. And we say to you all, in taking big breaths, connecting in back, connecting in back, connecting in to yourself. We thank you. We love you. We see you soon. Namaste, beloved.
Namaste, Conservation, Ascended Masters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Gosh,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Sue. That was beautiful. So beautiful.
Mm.
Wow.
Source is beautiful. Source is soul.
Yeah. Gosh. I actually just want to cry. That just felt so,
Loving.
just so, yeah, so sourceful.
Yeah. Yes.
Sourceful.
It's
Wow.
all.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Thank you, Sue. I really
And
appreciate you. Yeah.
it's a true, true privilege. I thank you. I thank
Oh,
you for your work, Michelle.
oh my gosh. Received and sent back in multiple timelines. So I just want to thank Sue. We are just rolling with this as we've had the guidance to do this, and I want to thank any of you and all of you for being here today. If you'd like a one-on-one session with the council, please go to my website www.michcarpenter.com and please join us. We also have the Council of Eight portal coming up, and I will share with you in the connection. And I'm sorry, I've gone a little bit spacey again. I've just got to bring myself back because then I get giddy. Hold on, I lose my train of thought. But yes, we'll have the Council of Eight portal, and I've got to find a space to ground myself, and I look forward to the next time, Sue, that we do this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this
Oh,
program. And I
yeah,
hope it helps people.
yeah.
Truly.
That is truth. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, everybody. And remember, love is why we are ultimately here, standing in our truth of love. Love you all. Have a beautiful day. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.